So what happens when an individual is detained by ICE? Now, I'm going to say I have not experienced this or have anybody that I know experienced this. This is just from what I've researched. So, number one is the initial detention and processing, so the first hours or days. After ICE detains someone, they are taken to an ICE field office, jail, or detention center. Their biographic information is taken, such as name, date of birth, fingerprints, and photo. ICE checks immigration history, prior removal orders, and criminal history, if any. This person may be kept locally for a short time or transferred to a different detention facility, sometimes out of state. Transfers can happen quickly and without warning. Number two, notice to appear. ICE usually issues a notice to appear, or NTA, which starts immigration court proceedings, lists the charges of removability, and names the immigration court. Sometimes it's to be determined. It is important that the NTA is not the hearing itself, it's the charging document. Number three is custody determination, bond or no bond. So ICE determines whether the person is eligible for bond, will be withheld without bond, or such as mandatory detention, and the possible outcomes, which are released on bond, money paid to ICE, released on supervision, check-ins, ankle monitor, or no bond. Person remains detained. Even if ICE says no bond, the person may still request a bond hearing with an immigration judge, unless barred by law. Number four is bond hearing, if eligible. It is conducted by an immigration judge, and judge considers whether they are a danger to the community, the flight risk, and family ties, job history, and length of time in the United States. If a bond is granted, it is at minimum $1,500 and must be paid by a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident. If a bond is denied, the person remains detained while their case continues. Number five is immigration court proceedings. While detained, the person will have master calendar hearings, short hearings, and possibly individual hearings, full case hearings. They may apply for relief such as asylum, cancellation or removal, adjustment of status, and U visas/T visas, if eligible. Immigration court is civil, not criminal, so there is no free government lawyer. Number six is access to legal counsel and communication. Detainees have the right to a lawyer, but must find plus pay one for themselves. They can make phone calls, they're often expensive, receive visits, in person or video, and detention centers must provide a list of free or low-cost legal providers. Number seven is possible outcomes of the case. A, the case is dismissed or relief is granted. A person may be released, or they may receive lawful status or protection. B is voluntary departure. Person agrees to leave the U.S. by a certain date, and this will avoid some long-term penalties. C, removal order, deportation. Person is ordered removed, or ICE arranges travel documents and deportation. Some people may appeal to the Board of Immigration Appeals, BIA. Number eight is if someone has a prior removal order. If ICE finds an old removal order, there may be no court hearing. Removal can happen very quickly, and there is limited options, but legal help is still critical. 9 is release from detention. If released, the person may have court dates to attend, ICE check-ins, electronic monitoring, and travel restrictions. Missing a court date can result in automatic removal order. Number 10 is family emergencies and considerations. A family can use the ICE detainee locator, help find legal counsel, and pay bond. Parents should plan for childcare, medical needs, and school authorizations. The key messages to share: do not sign anything without understanding it. Ask for a lawyer. Do not give false information, and court dates are critical. Share this information with other individuals, especially the last 4 that I just stated. In my next video, I'm going to go over what to do if somebody you know has been detained.